only work 37-hour working days in Denmark, and everywhere is shut on a Sunday. Nowhere is open on a Sunday, and factory is shut at 12 o'clock on a Friday. There's literally nothing open and almost nobody here. But it is stunning, and it is very well kept. Little bookshop. So we're staying just over there where that red canopy is. I've just escaped for a little bit before dinner, so I thought I'd have a quick walk and have a look at what this little town in Denmark has to offer. It's really pretty. There's lots of cobbled streets down here. Everything is spotless. So pretty. When I come back for a proper visit, I don't go anywhere. Look at how clean that is in the house. It's immaculate. Yeah, it's gorgeous, isn't it? Couldn't help but go out for a walk, do a bit of video at the same time. This looks nice. It's shut, obviously, because everywhere's shut. But look at all them meringues. That's Shane down there, who's on the trip as well. We were talking on the bus. He's from Wales, I think. Ooh. It's a little bit different. The ground looked very flat and a bit Norfolk coming in. Not really different from back home, but the buildings and everything is very different. And there's a quay boatyard across the way. Looks like they're making handmade jewellery in there. And clothes. Trying to peer in the windows. So this is where we arrived, and we got off the bus to start with, where we were staying. We're going to the Heta tomorrow, and it looks like it's the harbour with a load of little boats, or big boats and yachts and things. It is beautiful. It's likely we can get in down here. So it's a lovely day here in Denmark. As I say, it's about 18 degrees and it's windy. So it's not cold, it's nice, but it is breezy. So it's all shut, unfortunately. Well, maybe be open tomorrow. We're going to Heta tomorrow to go and see the factory. So it's really exciting. A bit of window shopping is always good. The buildings are beautiful. It's not kind of your average. I mean, the streets are just so clean. There's just nothing there. I wish they were all like that. Why can't they do that in the UK, huh? Guess that it's just a small town, but it's Right, this could be funny for later. Wayne and I have done some drunk ordering on Amazon. Some headaches in the morning. I think I'm the only one that's stone cold sober. They're all kind of funny. All right, so this is a bit different. Maybe this is just how they do it in Denmark. Looks like you need to make your own bed. Nice little room. Pretty, yeah. Different.
Can you imagine telling us?
Yeah, it's not on it right now.
12-inch
We can turn it on later.
So the insect stove is really rather nice. The handles on these are nice. All the trolley things going back for another shoot. There we go.
So the new one's going to come in now. Yeah. That's the
10mm steel.
So it's just marking the corners of the plates so it knows it's sitting and how it's sitting, and then it knows it squares up to that. And actually on the screen you can see the
You can see through the glass for a
So this
reason.
is the 500 back plate.
Well, when it comes to so it knows how to get the best out of Jigs to heat steel for maximum parts.
This is a few quid.
I don't know what we're cutting in here. Oh, that's a back panel. There's a...
Are they really?
Yeah. So this is the sort of thing they're cutting out in there. Just saying that all the steel is made in Sweden and all the offcuts go back for recycling. So it's all Swedish steels that's in the Heta Stoves, and it's Heta, not Heta. Everything is spotless and extremely well organised. Had to look at the laser cutting machine and all the parts and everything that are here are all laid out. These are obviously the cylinder parts because they're round and doors, stoves. Lots of people zooming about. Apparently a lot of them are training today, so there's not as many people on.
It's here, that location is here. So when I talk about the efficiency, I know it's turned off, but I can explain it. Has exactly what it is, and everywhere has.
Scan it when they take it out.
Yeah, everywhere has a location.
Parts all ready for build.
Well, this is just small parts. Wait, you'll see. I see. But they don't cut one at a time. They cut a day, so they'll follow.
And put into that fire chamber body. And they're done in a process, whereas the body's put into the table, the air channels are put into another jig at the back of that, and the front's put on the stove and they start welding that and welding this part. When it turns, that side's done, then they go to the next process. They'll take the air channel, the front air wash, put it in, spot weld that, put everything together again. The next process goes around, that stove comes and is ready. So if you had to hand weld this fire chamber with all these parts, probably about 1.5 hours to 2 hours per chamber. And this is doing 6 in an hour and a quarter.
Wow.
Yes.
It's impressive.
And we just believe that saves any issues down the road of potentially an overheating situation where something might spring. Or,
Yeah.
So anything here, please have a look. This one's got it in and it's welded, so this is ready to come out, and the one on the other side is ready to have that put in it.
So there is still quite a bit of manual stuff has to be done. with
Absolutely.
the likes
Every
of,
stove is they spot weld it in the places they
Yeah.
know, so that when the robot welds, it doesn't pull it out of position.
That makes sense, yeah.
So we know there's some structural points that if you're doing a long weld, say like on the backside of this air chamber, we know on the backside of that have to put a spot weld here and here,
Yeah.
so that when it's pulling, it doesn't make the piece of steel go crooked. Top option on a steel body.
Which model was this?
The 910.
This is your new one.
This is the new
With
one.
the pull-out drawer.
No, grey wood.
Grey wood.
Yeah, it's the grey stone in the showroom over
Yeah.
there on the big end.
But that's nice. In black.
And then this is actually okay to put your fire starters or anything in. It's yeah, it is storage because the temperature is kept cool in here from all the air coming up. And then the door itself is on a self-closing.
And then you've got the ash box above
Yeah,
it and the outside.
5 litre ash can.
That is nice. And some is just saying is the Heta's cast iron is absolutely beautiful. And if you look at that finish, you can see how clean their cast is. It is absolutely stunning. But their quality control is so good that for that little mark there, which looks huge, but it's actually not.
It's around 3 millimeters.
Yeah, but it's about 1 millimeter deep. This has been pulled not to be used because it's not good enough. So I knew they changed paint, but I didn't realise it was far back as 2018, and it's still that Zenitherm paint that they use on these, which is a really high quality paint. The only difference is that this stuff doesn't tend to smoke because it's already vaping on at factory. To line us up a big pile of Danish guys so we can pick the nicest looking and rate them.
Definitely.
This, I have to say, is a nice looking body.
Everything has a stage or place. So not only these are made here, they'll pack the rotating haulers here. They'll make some signs on casting signs for the stand line in here. You can see cast iron parts here for the 8. They'll get pre-fitted, so they work. Then they'll get painted. Then they'll get assembled. So we know everything matches up. No point painting this.
So all these springs and things are manually assembled.
So there's a lot of work. If you have a Scanline 7D, an 850 on a turning pad.
No, but I want one. So that's what the bit at the bottom
Yeah,
does.
that's what it turns.
And these are the ones that don't lock, it just keeps moving.
No,
wherever
they
you
lock.
put it.
They
That's
have a
the one
lock.
that locks.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
So all that is made here.
You're like, don't do it again. Do you keep any parts for older stoves that
There's a small part assembly, the pre-assembly, assembly, and then finishing. And you can see, please come in and have a look, touch, ask any questions, but you can see the intricacy and the work that goes in on all the small parts behind the scene, right?
Yeah.
And then the next step has even more.
So that's just the one stove with all the bits.
That's for
Oh,
the
this
three-
is the right. Still a lot of bits.
It's a lot of bits.
How long would it take to do 3 stoves? Put the
That's a good question. What does it take you? Probably about 45 minutes to an hour to pre-assemble 3?
a normal model about an hour. Hour, yeah.
Yeah.
Glass.
For
Okay.
3.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Yesterday. In the refectory, tables are very clever. Chair slot
Here, or
underneath.
maybe just come find
You
us.
can clear the floor. Lunchtime. So the body's ready for assembly. And then they come over here and he's got them all prepped up to go on the pallets. Yeah, I do. I think it's perfect because it's already tested and it already exists. It just needs a new top. That's fab to see them there like that. So they've got ambitions and these are inspires on the production line. All hand assembled. Loads and loads and loads of them. Better go and get help back. So what they're just telling us is they've got everything built so you're working and assembling at how you can easily do it and access them all without being backbreaking. So they've got various different benches and mechanisms that can raise it to the right height for the right operative for assembly, like jack up frames for the taller ones or platforms or these conveyor belt systems. So there you go, you can see the lady down here, it's putting them together and then they bolt the feet onto the pallets when they're done, so the feet are secured onto the pallets, aren't they, on these ones? They bolt the feet on and they work their way along. So what they've got here is they have a lever that you pull forward and then the stove can rotate. Now you can rotate it 45 degrees or 90 degrees, depending on where you've locked it. So you can move them right round. Now this particular one with the side panels has to go in a 6-inch flare. So you just got a new one for the Heta showroom. It's colour underneath.
Yeah, because it's got cast iron sides. So
Got chances to protect it, yeah. Ooh. Oh, the big toys are coming out now. Yeah.
No, it's transport lock. Sorry, I forgot to do that. Yeah.
Ah, right, okay.
On this model, because it is so big,
It's ready for shipping.
it's got a screw up.
Ah, because it's right. Okay, but this one does rotate. If it didn't have the transport screw in it.
Yeah.
And what will that turn?
Right.
90?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why the corners are cut off.
Yeah, that's nice, that is.
Yeah. It's a very popular model in all of it, it's different.
So what heat output is this, Jeff?
Sorry?
What heat output is this?
Oh,
7
I'd
nominal?
like to say it's 6.5, but I think it's under the new rules. It'll be saying it's 7.2.
So does this do up to 10 then?
Oh, it'll do a 10, yeah.
And as low as what? 3? Apparently this is the biggest remote in the world and it's 260 feet or 280 feet or something like that height. So very big. Very, very big. But it's actually dead quiet. You can't hear anything. This whole building out here is clad in snail shells. Can you think how many hundreds of thousands of Sheldons? Let's be lettuce pit snail. That's a lot of Sheldons. Oh, you should not cover up. You cover up with something.
Probably.
That's definitely a gun tower there, look.
I can't see over the wall. Oh, okay. Look. Oh God. Well, I wasn't even going to climb up because my arm's bad. I'm not meant to, but I'll have a go when you come out. Hey.
That's all right. Yeah? Check it out. Up top is also nice.
We've just been up there. It's fabulous. You going in?
Yeah, that's an experience.
I need to take a picture first. What, I'm going up?
It's alright.
Oh man!
Get me
It's
now,
a
aren't
little
you?
tiny doodle. can stand up in this bit. Oh, it's big in here. So this is inside this big war bunker thing.
No, once you retreated to here, then it was how difficult wasn't it then to get?
It's like on rails, so you've got a big gun.
Yeah, yeah.